They say the road's got the heart of a two-bit hustler. Sweet talk you for a mile, then leave you bleeding in a ditch. Me, I say it's worse than heartless. It never cared to begin with. And now Tucker don't have a heart either. I've been looking for him. Long nights, long days. Chasing rumors down back alleys and junkyards that smelled like rusted dreams. When I finally found him, it wasn't pretty. They tore him open, stripped him raw. Whatever animals got their claws on him didn't leave much but bones and bruises. But the second I laid eyes on that twisted frame, I knew he wasn't going anywhere without me. That's alright. He once carried me when I was just a wide-eyed kid. Now it's my turn. I'll put him back together, piece by piece, bolt by stubborn bolt. And when I'm done, we'll ride straight into the sunset, just like in the pictures. Only this time, the ending's ours.
Hello everyone, this is Corwan. Welcome back to Drive Beyond Horizons. I do hope that you enjoyed the little animated intro I made for you. I thought it was period appropriate, since the following episodes will be mainly about the Tucker that we've been looking for so long. And now it is time to see how well and how quickly we can restore it. While we are eating and drinking to keep up our strength, let me tell you, if you enjoyed the intro, you should probably check out some of the old-time detective novels by Raymond Chandler and other authors that take place in the 1930s, 1940s, or their movie adaptations. For example, The Big Sleep with Humphrey Bogart. I know that they are not the latest ones, but being classic, it just means that they aged well. Just like this Tucker. Or like myself. We have quite a number of parts, both big and small, and I have to be sure that everything that can go on the Tucker will. You know, at this point, I was feeling quite confident about all of this and quite happy. But, of course, the trailer had a mind of its own. And there it goes again. Well, I'm not chasing after you this time. Not all the way there. Nope, not gonna happen. Well, I guess there's only one thing I can do. The rule says if it's a user error, deal with it. If it's a game glitch, reload. And we are back, ready to take the Tucker out of the yard and plug it into our little train. Now, it does seem like we have currently restored everything on the Tucker that we possibly could, so we'll just have to rely on the game to give us something good. Putting the train back together took a little while, especially since I'm such a hoarder and have so many things to bring with us. In the end, I cleaned all the cars, and we were just about ready to go. Well, almost. It was actually time to take a few pictures, and then it was time to go. With our previous experience with the trailer, I wanted to make absolutely sure that the train behaves the way it should. And as you can see, there was a little problem. It appears that the Tucker's attachment point is way too low for the Firebird. So, I had to put the Firebird back together and switch the train up a bit. And everything went smoothly, except for the trailer, which required a little bit of percussive maintenance. But we can gracefully not mention that. Going downhill, I kept watching the train to make sure that it behaves well. It did seem a little bit more squirrely than usual with the Tucker in it, but nothing that I could not handle. By this point, it was getting pretty late in the night for me, so I've just decided to continue for a little bit until we get far enough from where our trailer was acting up, just to make sure that the save goes well. And here I found a pretty decent place next to a billboard where I decided to park it for the night. But first, it was time to celebrate our success with a nice cold drink and the cheeseburger that the game gave us a couple of episodes ago. That night, I went to bed full of optimism, unaware that I was about to get stabbed in the back in a true Phil Marlowe fashion. Well, I guess we have some duplications today. Maybe we can actually take advantage of that, although there will not be any new parts for the Tucker. Still, there's a good amount of stuff that just got duplicated, including the cursed trailer. Well, let's see what we can salvage and put the train back together. Well, that's what I thought at the time. However, the game still had a card to play. it was. With one of the tuckers flung off into the distance, I just had to make sure what the damage was and see how we can recover. I was finding bits and pieces of the trailer and the car everywhere around. Eventually, I followed the rusty trail until I found it. Halfway across the valley, one of the tuckers was sitting in the bush, stripped of most of its parts. I salvaged whatever I could and brought it back. I guess the good thing about this is that now we're definitely not short on food and drink. Or paint. The one thing that we lost during this whole incident, unfortunately, were all my cleaning supplies, so until we come across a couple of fully stocked stops, a train of rust it is. And so, having started the day by getting backstabbed and blown up, I set on a journey of many, and many stops. That is, until I came across this one that had not one, but 2 tuckers parked in its yard. And that meant many parts. Having stripped both tuckers to the bone, I finally started feeling good about this. So let's enjoy the road until something else goes wrong, which inevitably it will. Then I came across this stop that had a couple of friends around it. And you know what they say about getting too confident.